devil hate when you're doing something great. He hate it. So he's gonna throw stuff in the mix, relationships, jobs, failures, all this stuff, just to see if you're gonna take the bait. But God is waiting for you to show your strength. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another edition of the 38 Village Podcast, bringing back the Village Talks. And I'm your host, Raymond Kit. I'm about to say in the place to be. It took me back a little bit. Took me back a little bit. I thought I was back in the days. I thought that it was the 80s, 90s, early 90s. How's everybody doing today? I'm just getting on here to touch a few people. Not in that way, but you know what I mean. Just trying to touch a few people. See where y'all at in your life. See if I can help out. What's going on? Hello. How y'all doing today? Well, as for me, I'm trying to get things situated. I feel like the long pause in between seasons kind of threw off the connection. I'm used to getting a little more people up in here. But don't stop no show. I'm gonna keep it going, cause this is how it kind of started when I first started. So I'm gonna try to keep it going and see how it turns out. But how's everybody doing? Well, it's okay. It's okay. That's what we're gonna talk about today. It's okay. It don't matter what you're going through, how you feeling about yourself, how you think other people feel about you. It's okay. Sometimes in life we go through things that take us away, take us off of our path to greatness. It's a lot of times it's people or other things in life that kind of push us off our path. Excuse me. And we start to feel a certain way. So we have to work on that. And it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel like, man, nobody's supporting me. Nobody's trying to help, or even feel like I'm not in the place where I should be at this time in my life. It's okay to feel these things. It's okay to feel down. It's okay to feel sad about certain things. It's okay. But the thing about it is, we can't stay in them places. We can't stay in a place where we holding ourselves down and just saying, well, this is how it is, so I don't even care. I'm going to just let it go. We gotta work on that. Like I said, it's okay, but it's always find out what the problem is. What the problem is, where is it coming from, and how can you change it? Don't stay in the same funk. It's okay to feel it, but it's not okay to stay there. It's not okay to stay there. So shake it off. What's going on, baby? How you doing? Shake it off. It's a lot of things, and it took me a while to get over some things. A lot of things happen in our lives that throw a serious curveball. It beats us down emotionally, sometimes physically, and we just have to shake it off. It might not be easy, and it might even take some time, but we have to shake it off and keep pushing. Some years ago, I was in a situation where I was in a situation where I could have been away for a long time. And the situation was really deep, and it touched me really hard that I was in a funk for a long time. I really was like, well, I let the situation keep me down. I felt like everything happens for a reason, because I really believe in that. And I feel everything happens for a reason. And I felt like that situation was basically to put me in my place or knock me down or whatever, instead of really pushing hard. So I basically was like, well, it is what it is. And basically, you can't change it, so just forget about it, just keep moving. And that don't be the case all the time. It may seem hard, and it may seem like there's no turnaround, but it's always a way. And when you start to feel that way, like there's no other way, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, you have to dig a little deeper, look into yourself and see why you feeling that way. Where is it coming from? What's causing this feeling? It's like, excuse me, it's almost like AA. They tell you first you got to admit that you have a problem. That's number one. That's step one, right? You have to admit that whatever this certain thing is, what's holding you down. Because once you know what's holding you down, you know how to get it off you. And what was holding me down was guilt. I felt guilty about the situation. I felt like it could have went another way. I felt like I deserved the outcome because of the severity of the situation. And it took a lot of time and a lot of love from my family and a lot of thought to really pull me out of it. I was accepting failure. I wasn't even trying anymore. I'm like, well, I'm not even trying to get a job no more, because every time I go, this situation comes up and they're going to not give me the job. So why even try? I started feeling like there was nowhere else to go. And I gave up. I started taking the easy route. I started trying to make the fast money because I was like, oh, no job is going to hire me. And what it really supposed to had showed me or taught me, and I got it late. But I got it. It was showing me that I've got to be stronger, and I have to keep pushing and do something for myself. Don't depend on no job to give you money or to feed your family. You have to do it yourself. Nobody is going to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. This is not a Superman movie and you falling and here he come just swoop you up and take you down to safety. Everybody got things in their lives that's going on. So a lot of them don't really have the time, or some even don't even have the patience to come save you. They don't have the resources to come save you. So it's all up to you. And like I said, it took me a while to really understand that I was reading into the wrong lesson. I was looking at the thing like, well, this certain thing happened. This is the outcome. You have to deal with it. Not thinking that this was a way for me to open my eyes and see something different that can happen to really build me up. I started doing different things because I wanted something different. I kept looking at it like, heck, I can't get a job. I sat there. I went to Walmart to get a job, and they got a 3 interview process. I went through the first interview, knocked it out. I was still nervous because every time they go into criminal background, I lose the job. So I go to the second interview, knocked it out. I started feeling a little more confident because I'm like, yo, I never made it to this. I've never made it this far in the process. They always deny me in the application because, you know, the application asks you that, oh, felony or misdemeanor, and then they want you to explain. I hate when that come up. I hate when they come up to say explain. So third interview come up, and I felt that it was good. And I was like, okay, now I'm just waiting on the results. They told me, okay, we're gonna look over the rest of your application and everything. And I should have known, because you know how TV say, and I'll get back to you. Don't call us, we'll call you. And I felt confident that I'll get the job, especially since my situation was over 20 years ago. So I'm like, okay, I should be able to get this job. And then I get a letter in the mail saying that I didn't get it. And that just basically discouraged me more. It basically said, you still gotta suffer some more. And that's how I took it. So I did. I suffered some more at my own hand. I just allowed the situation to break me down so much that I didn't even try anymore. I literally didn't try no more. I started smoking weed again because I'm like, I can't get a job. I might as well enjoy myself. And then something just came over me. I don't even know what the situation was, but I know my wife always been behind me, telling me, listen, you got to do something else. You got to try something else, and you can do it. She always encouraging me. So that was, I never had lack of that. I was never lacking in that area. So then I said, okay, let me try something new. And I went for my bachelor's degree. Because I figure, okay, if I learn some more, I get a degree. They can't deny me. I got a bachelor's degree. I got 4 years of college under my belt. So I feel like I would really make something happen. Now, I went through the bachelor's degree, graduated, and still couldn't get a job. And it kind of, like I said, it kind of it was like discouraging a little bit, but at the same time, I knew I already had a plan by that time. I had the support of my family, and I kept pushing. So now I got my bachelor's degree, still no job, and don't know really know where I'm going exactly, but I know what I'm trying to do. So I went to school for organizational management to run my own business. I said, okay, I can't depend on jobs to give me a job. I got to go make my own. After that, audio engineering school, because I love music. I said, okay, I got the business part. Let's get this technical, this music part down, and I'll put it together and make something happen. All of that's still in the works. I still got, I mean, I'm taking care of business that way and everything, but my whole point of saying all this is okay to feel down and feel in a rut, feel like whatever it is, whatever action or trauma that happened to you, it's okay to feel it. It's okay to acknowledge it, because acknowledging it show you the way to get out of it. Like I said earlier, if you know what's holding you down, you could be able to get from under it or push it off you. If you working out and the weights is on you, you got to find a way to get it off you. Especially you don't got no spotter, you got to find a way to get it off you. And most of us in life don't have a spotter, especially the ones that's quote unquote the strong ones. Everybody believe you strong, so they don't even try to help, but they always coming to you for help. And you have to come up with some kind of way to get it up off you. So you understand what it is that's holding you back. Then you determine how can you get it up off you. Some kind of leverage. Now, you see shows where, like, I like a lot of shows that people getting rescued and stuff like that, and the fire department come and these people got this, I'm gonna say, a beam or piece of the ceiling or something on their legs, and it's heavy, but they can't. The fireman can't lift it up. The person can't push it off. They can't even do it together. Fireman go find a stick, and he put it under, and he pushes it up with the stick, get some leverage, and gets it off the person and pull them out of the rubbish. Now, school, family, just my village, period, was my leverage to get myself from under uh, a self-created obstacle. Because I just took my situation and just kind of used it as a crutch, as a reason, an excuse. That's the word I'm looking for. As an excuse to not keep pushing. And you get that time of clarity when you really trying to change things. Because in the moment, you're not thinking that there's any way. There's no other way of getting out of it. And I know a lot of people are in situations like that right now. Right now. They feel like, oh man, I just lost my job. How can I take care of my family? I only have this amount of money saved up. It's not going to last such amount of time. What am I going to do? I don't have no help. I'm the one who helps everybody else. So how am I going to get help? And that's where you really start finding your answers. Because first of all, you know you can't depend on nobody, so you got to come up with other ways. You start looking into different things. You start looking into investments. You start looking into ways that you can earn some money, start a new business, take some of that savings and do something else with it. You have to find a way. Again, it's okay. It's okay to feel it, but it's not okay to stay in that spot. It's not okay. If you continue to let things beat you down and just basically determine your future, determine what you're supposed to do, you already failing. You already, you can't accept that. We wasn't put on earth to fail. You wasn't put on earth to fail. Just think about the probability of you even being here. You was always the strongest one. You was always the strongest one. You the one who got to that egg. Out of millions. Out of millions, you made it there. You were the strongest. And still the strongest. But you let things, you let people, you let feelings, you let traumas keep you down. You're too strong for that. You're too strong for that. You got to step up out of that. You got to push that up off you. We used to, when we working out and you're on the bench and you're pushing up the weight and you get to a point where it's kind of hard to get it up again. And we used to say to each other, yo, you better get that dude up off your girl. We didn't use those words, but you know what I'm saying? You better get that dude up off your girl. And you thinking about a dude being up on your girl, you push, you get up off of her. And you push that last set. You push that last push up, that last one, that last press up. And we I mean, that was like our inspiration to each other. Yo, get that dude up off your chick, man. And that just give you the strength to push off. That's that same strength you got to have every day. You got to have that same strength every day. Keep pushing. Do not let anything hold you down. It's okay. It's okay. It might take some time. It might take some time. It's going to take a lot of energy sometimes. But if you don't stop, I could guarantee you will get there. Because each time you push and it push back, you learn how to push it a different way. You learn from every time it knocks you back. You don't let it just keep pushing you down. Each trauma, each time somebody tries to put you down, each time you let yourself down with all the self-doubt and the negative self-talk, you learn from it. You pay attention to your situation. Okay, yes, this did this to me. This person said this to me. This person did this to me. This person hurt me. My relationship is over. I lost my job. All of these things are temporary things. All of these things are temporary things. If you get fired from a job, happened one time, right? Ain't like they continue to fire you every day. You already fired. It's done. Now it's time to move on, find another job. And even if you get fired from that job, it's always another job. And even if you get fired from that job, 10 more jobs, there's always another job or entrepreneurship or some kind of investments, or it's always another way. So you can't let one thing hold you back. Same thing with relationships. There's always another person out there. Always. It's billions of people. I think they say 7 billion, 8 billion people on the planet Earth. Billion. And they say for the men, it's like 2-1. 2 women to each man. It's always another person. Yes, it might hurt. And you might sit in on it for a little while. You might sit on it for a little while because we're human. We have feelings, and sometimes our feelings get hurt and we have to recover. Sometimes that emotional hurt almost feels physical. And you might need to take a step back for a while. But don't stay there. Don't stay there. Excuse me. Keep pushing. You don't got to push into another relationship. Push into no matter of fact, yes. Push into another relationship. Push into a relationship with yourself. Push into a relationship where you understand yourself better. Do not let a tragedy or a relationship breakup or whatever hold you back. Everything is a lesson, and it's supposed to get stronger. It's supposed to make you get stronger. When you lifting weights and you lifting and it's like it's hard, you can't hardly push no more, and that last push and you straining everything, that actually tears your muscle fibers. It tears it. And when it heals to make your muscles bigger. That's how your muscles grow. You tear it every time when you work it out. You tear the muscles and the muscles regenerate and get bigger. That's how you grow muscle. So every trauma is not a negative thing. And none of them should be treated as so. Keep pushing and everything will be just fine. Believe me. Believe me. Like I said, it might take some time. Might take a lot of energy. But it's okay. It's okay. We're not going to stay there, though. We're not going to stay in that negative feeling. We recognize what the problem is, and we find solutions. I no longer sit and say, this is my punishment for what I did. I don't believe that God is punishing me. I think he taught me a lesson. I do believe he taught me a lesson and probably still teaching me. But definitely, I got the lesson. I got it. And he told me to keep being strong. So that's what I'm doing. I want everybody to do the same thing. Don't let negative stuff push you back. Yes, it's okay. Yes, it's okay. It's always going to be something in this world that try to hold you back, knock you down. That's just how it is. Just like God is working to help you out, the devil is working to push you back. And it's your choice to see what side you want to stay on. The devil hate when you're doing something great. He hate it. So he's gonna throw stuff in the mix, relationships, jobs, failures, all this stuff, just to see if you're gonna take the bait. But God is waiting for you to show your strength. So keep pushing, y'all, and show that devil how strong you are. I love y'all, and I see y'all next week.